Hi guys, it's Mpamanganye, the next big thing. Clock it. So lately I've been talking to someone and cute and stuff. And he mentioned, like, he brought to light something that in hindsight, I'm like, I was aware of this, but I wasn't aware of it in the light that he brought it to me. So like during the course of us talking, he's like, not like in such a few words, and I'm not going to be quoting him like word for word, but he said something along the lines of, it's draining to engage with me. And I was like, he didn't say that, but he alluded to that, and it stuck with me. And until I realized, when we had like a deeper conversation about that, he was like, in everything that happens, or in every conversation that you find yourself in, your first instinct is to be protective, which is not bad at all, like protective of myself, which is not bad at all. But then when there's another person involved, that protectiveness registers or interprets as being negative. So let me paint a scenario. He's asking me out, right? In that moment. And I'm like, you're interesting. You cool, you're kind. You make jokes, you take jokes, your sense of humor is great. But my first instinct was to pray and say, God, if this is not it, let him go, right? And I expressed that to him, like in one of the many ways that we were joking. And I was like, this is how I've prayed to God to say, if this is not it, then just let it go. And when I told him that, he's like, you see, the first thing that you do is to look for the worst thing that could happen in a situation. And you try to protect yourself from that perspective of saying, this could happen, so let me do damage control even before. So then now the whole essence and the whole point of trying to protect yourself is lost, because you're just being a negative person at the end of the day. And I'm like, wait, now, where do you even get the guts to say something like that? But over the past couple of days, I've had the time to sit in my thoughts and really try to think about it and try to understand what made him think that I always think of the worst possible scenario. And it made me realize that yes, and to me, that was just me trying to protect myself, that in situations I choose to protect myself, even if it means considering a negative outcome. I don't care, just as long as I am protected. To a certain extent, good. Like, well done, baby girl. You should look out for yourself, because no one else will. But then in another context now, it's kind of like, do you ever like sit down when you consider a situation and be like, imagine it works out well and you don't have to protect yourself. I never give myself that much grace to consider, good things happening. And